Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our citizens. We will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
No tax. I say abolish it all. Abolish taxes. I think taxes, there shouldn't even be the word shouldn't even exist. It shouldn't even be. They say, Rick, sir, please don't start this today, sir. Rick, please, sir. Here we are, man. 83% of hourly workers back President Trump's no tax on tips plan. You earned it, you keep it. It's time to put American workers first. Americans first. Trump administration releases a new no tax on tips and overtime calculator to show Americans what they'll be making if the big beautiful bill passes. Showing that you will save nearly thousands over just a 1-year span.
Historic investment in the nation's air traffic control system. We're adding a child tax credit to help middle-class Americans. We're providing these MAGA accounts, which is investing in children, American citizens. We're preventing a $4 trillion tax increase. We're funding our border, deportation, the military. We're getting rid of the debt ceiling conversation so that we're not facing the prospect of government shutdown. This bill does great things. I'm really proud of the work that the House and Senate's done. And look, it's not perfect because not everybody agrees on exactly what needs to be done, but it's a really, really great bill.
Susie Wallace says, GOP, senators, how y'all feel about the GOP? It says, get the bill to Trump's desk by July 4th. On the fake news media, fake news CNN, maybe they're just getting it right, maybe. Maybe they'll get this right. Whew. I tell you, no tax on tips, overtime, Social Security, auto loans, no Medicaid benefit cuts, expand the child tax credit for working families, support a $4 trillion tax increase. Let's pass this thing, it says. President Trump handed McDonald's out the window. No tax on tips. 83% of hourly workers support no tax on tips. The best president in my lifetime, man. We are praying for President Trump, this administration. We're praying for America. We're praying for peace. The America First agenda, the common sense agenda, peace through strength. I hope everybody that is tuned in right now that you are blessed, well, and healthy. I love you guys, man. It's one love to the human race. We're rooting for a better way of life for everybody, man. Don't give a damn what your skin color is, what you look like, where you come from. A better way of life for everybody. And this is one of the ones that was, made all these promises, and promises made, promises kept. Love or hate the man. Promises made, promises kept. And he might go down as the best president of my lifetime. I'll admit it. But there's a lot of big decisions still to be made, and Trump's legacy is on the line, whether you like it or not. And a lot of big decisions are made, and this is why we elected this man, for the exact time that we're in. From foreign policy, from this, from that, from everything, This is why we elected President Trump, for this leadership that we need right now. For 2025, we do not know what to expect next. American politics has become a reality TV show, and everybody is just waiting for the next episode. But we got some more news on this, what happened in the Senate and this no tax on tips and everything. Let's check this out.
President Donald Trump is going to get his no tax on tips agenda item passed. I think that is beyond a doubt at this point. So yesterday it was reintroduced to the Senate as part of a broader package, and it will have to be, again, voted on in the House. But it enjoys broad bipartisan support. And don't let Democrats tell you, well, Kamala Harris proposed it too. No, 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 no. Nobody was talking about this before President Trump said it on the campaign.
Remember she came out with that right after Trump said it? What a disgrace. But, you know, it got so bad for Democrats. They, you know, they had nothing to run on but to just copy. She couldn't come out there and get a coherent sentence out. We didn't know what she was saying. You know, she couldn't even spell economy. I'm just saying, didn't earn it. Unqualified. Didn't earn it. They just threw out there. You know, did everything the wrong way. People obviously walked out in handcuffs. The way they ran that thing, the way they did it, and how he stepped down, the biggest scandal, auto pen gate scandal, the biggest auto pen scandal, vegetable and chief scandal. People ought to be walked out in handcuffs. I'm just saying. I gotta mention it. People ought to be walked out in handcuffs. Put your hands up. Put them behind your back. Get on the floor. I think we ought to carry him out and her out. Put their feet behind it. Put handcuffs on their ankles. I'm just saying. They say, Rick, sir, please, sir. You don't have to go that far, sir. Rick, calm down. Today is Friday, sir. Happy Friday. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. Your blood pressure's up, sir. Your blood pressure. Your sodium, your CCG levels, your carbohydrate levels, sir. Please, Rick, calm down.
Trail. And now everybody wants to jump on board. Oh, I was for it. No, no, no. This is Trump's idea. And last month, the first time it was introduced, he got 100-0 unanimous vote in the Senate. That's called getting an agenda item and slamming it. Now, there's other items on the agenda that are super important. We got to get the one big, beautiful bill passed. That bill is pretty much Trump's entire campaign promise list wrapped up into one bill. And Trump wants to get it done in one shot. He doesn't want D.C. to piecemeal this thing together. And then you guys and me and all of us, we get hooped out of what Trump promised us because they pick it apart and break it into pieces. No, no, no. One big, beautiful bill.
One big, beautiful bill. And y'all know, man, down there, people ought to be walked out, man. Congress, criminal organizations, people ought to be investigated, thrown against the wall, thrown on the floor, interrogations, audits. There should be full-blown audits going on. Handcuffs and term limits. That's what I got. I'm telling y'all, we had a set of merch coming out, but the final approval, we didn't like how the final approval came out. So we backed it up. It's coming out though. I know y'all been blowing me up, Rick. Where's the put your hands behind your back merch? Where's the handcuffs and term limits merch? It's coming, I promise you. I know y'all been asking. The family has been asking for the merch. It is coming, I promise. But it is a disgrace down there in Washington, man.
It's what Trump wants. It's what I want. It should be what you want. It should be what every American wants. We elected this man. He's trying to fulfill his promises. Let's do this. I want you guys to watch this and let me know what you think in the comments.
Quality and make growth, break records.
He's very much into the specifics. And one final question for you, because I say this to people and they literally don't believe me. The Trump tax cuts, when you look at the data, if you make between $15,000 and $50,000, you got a tax cut between 16 and 26%, every single group.
Correct.
So voting against the big, beautiful bill is voting for tax increases on people making as little as $50,000, Kevin.
It is. And if you vote against the bill, then you're voting against the Golden Dome. You're voting against a secure border. If you vote for the bill, then you're voting for all that growth. And this time, you remember the $4,000 number that we talked so much about, that was written about in that Wall Street Journal editorial you mentioned. The number now is 10,000, Kaylee. $10,000 is what we're going to see in wage growth because of this bill. And that $10,000 is going to come in part because of things like the no tax on tips and no tax on overtime. And so the other thing I love about President Trump's policies, think about this, that he does these things that the left say it's a catastrophe. And like you never saw, like you just saw Larry Summers on TV talking about how terrible it's going to be. He didn't mention that income inequality went down under President Trump. But what's going to happen is these policies are going to work. And then at some point in the future, maybe Democrats win again. Seems unlikely, but it could happen. But they're not going to reverse these policies because they work for ordinary folks. They can't do that. And so the no tax on overtime, that's going to happen forever.
Exactly.
The no tax on tips, that's going to be there forever. The no tax on Social Security, that's going to be there forever.
What a legacy to leave behind. You know, Kevin Hassett, it's great to talk.
Yeah. Oh boy. I want to get more into this on here. You know, I seen this right here. You know, I know it's big down there in Nevada and all of the places. You know, and seen a lot of people who are in the gig work. I myself, I was in gig work. You know, receiving tons of tips. You know, for all kind of things that we did. You know, from delivery services, and even, you know, at the hospital, delivery driving, airport trips, everything that we did, you know, and there's a lot of you that are watching that are in these services too, you know, in this industry too. So this is huge, man. This is huge. But this service worker says, I don't know what the holdup is. I don't know what the politics are, but if we can cut the BS now, it can help out a lot of people. Pass the big beautiful bill to help millions of hardworking people like this man. No tax on tips. And again, how do y'all feel about the big beautiful bill? I know things came up with this, that. They were saying this about the AI. They were saying this about the bill. You know, they were saying they seen some fat over here in the bill. It was some fat that need to be cut in this part. You know, So let me know how y'all feel about the bill. Comment down below.
Back home, Espinosa says not paying federal taxes would free up hundreds of dollars each month.
I don't know what the holdup is. I don't know what the politics are, but if we can cut the BS now and save a lot of families from tougher and tougher times,
I agree.
It can help out a lot of people.
I agree.
In a town where the House always wins, tipped workers are waiting to see if Washington will let them keep the change.
You know, honestly sad that this system that we've had in place, you know, the American people completely ripped out of their shoes. And I want to thank you guys, because I'm learning a lot. We just bought a house. I'm a new homeowner. I'm learning this and that, property tax, this, it goes to this, the schools, this, it goes to this and that. I'm like, man, what? And I didn't even know. And I kept wondering why you guys used to comment certain things underneath my videos and say, Rick, this and that. And as I'm learning at 25 years old about property, like everything with the taxes and this and that, and how corrupt it really is and how disgraceful it really is. I'm just being honest, you know. And I'm one of those ones that vouches for a lot of this stuff to just be abolished, you know. There has to be a way we can get around that this system cannot exist. There has to be something that we can implement. Some kind of system or new plan that we can place, you know, to benefit we the people, to benefit Americans, you know. But y'all know this. The system is they spit on us, and these other people care so much about non-American citizens. You know, I just don't get it. I wish that as much care as they put into on the other side, I wish they put that much care into actual American citizens. I think things will be completely different, man. But people got to die, struggle, blood, sweat, and tears, you know. And this one man that's wants to put America first, Americans first, no matter your skin color, or if you look like this or that, your age, you know. But all of a sudden, he's the big bad orange man, dictator, threat to democracy. You know, he has too much power. King, he wants to be king. You know, the same scam, sound bites and talking points, same propaganda, same rhetoric. The fake news media won't tell anybody the truth, you know. But there it is, man. We are rooting for President Trump. You know, let me know how y'all feel about this bill and Trump's policy on no tax. You know, how you feel about everything, and what do you think should be implemented? Like, let's leave some amazing comments down below. I know you guys are full of, you know, a lot of amazing things, a lot of very intelligent family members on the channel, you know, and we're all just wishing for the best in everybody's life, man. That's all, you know, and promises made, promises kept. But we know President Trump has to go through hell. And I hate to say that, but that's just being real. President Trump has to go through hell. And he said, how can I be a king? And I have to go through hell. How can I be a king? And I felt that, man. I felt that. You know, it's a disgrace what's going on down there in Washington. People ought to be walked out in handcuffs. Handcuffs and term limits. Handcuffs and term limits. Well, I love y'all. God bless you all. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love, family.